Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel for another video this week. If you have never been here before, my name is Carrie. I live in New York City and I make videos about style, home decor, and life in New York. My decluttering video got more views than I thought it was gonna get, and there's a lot of new people here. So hi and welcome and thank you for being here. Today we are doing something that I have talked about. I am starting the process of redecorating my apartment, I guess. I wasn't able to take you guys kind of through the process when I decorated it the first time because my first video was an apartment tour. I wanted to make you guys a part of the process this time as I redecorate it and upgrade it and change some things so that you can see kind of what my process is like, and also hopefully it will give you guys some tips if you are decorating your own space. I realize that it might seem kind of strange that I want to redecorate my apartment given that I really do love it and have shared so much that I have done to it. Don't get me wrong, I do. I love it and I'm so grateful for this space. It is such like me as an apartment, and that's all I wanted it to be. Not to be too sappy, but it has really like changed my life in a lot of ways. But that being said, my tastes have changed and there are new things I want to bring into the space and things that I'm okay with letting go of, and I think that that's fine. I do not have a specific timeline for when all of this happens. This is more of an if and when I redecorate situation rather than a when. It will happen, I guess, but I am not in a rush to do it, and I obviously want to make sure that it makes financial sense and that I can be getting rid of things before I bring new things in. So with all that out of the way, rambled about that for way too long, I'm taking you guys on the process of me making those changes. And we're starting out from the very beginning. The first thing that I want to do, I guess, like mood boarding it out and doing a general planning of the space. I'm gonna turn this into a whole series, actual DIYs to decor thrifting with me to obviously the final reveal and everything in between.
And now for a brief intermission because this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare. If you're a YouTube person, you've probably heard of them before, but either way, it's an online learning community that has classes designed for real life so you can explore your new creative passions or build upon existing ones in a super easy and accessible way. It's online, so you can do the classes wherever and whenever you want. For someone like me, that might be this interior design class about styling your space, or even the bookkeeping class for my newfound freelance life. There are tons of classes though, so the first 500 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get 2 free months of premium membership so that you can explore your creativity. After that, the annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Okay, now back to the video.
I do actually really love the general layout that I've created here and the like location that everything is in the space, which is the layout. That's the same thing. This is less gonna be like redoing everything completely and more so making swaps. First, if you watch my declutter video, you might have already seen this guy, but I have a new coffee table or set of coffee tables that make one coffee table. I also bought this framed print with grapes on it. I thought it was cute. I see a ton of these prints that are framed in metal, and so I was kind of looking for something like that as well, and I found it, bought it. It's from Reuse America. The other little things I have are this rainbow calendar, which is from an online store. It's called Poquito, and then I have this H&M vase that was part of my Christmas makeover. In terms of things that are not staying or will change in some way, obviously the coffee table is going to be one of those things because I have a new coffee table. I never thought I would be getting rid of my couch, but I do want something that is a little bit of a different vibe. It's from West Elm. It's the Lola sofa. I have loved it a lot. I take care of it. I vacuum it constantly, so it's in good shape, and so I feel like that'll be hopefully easy to sell. The next thing is my light up sign. It says treat yourself, lights up in pink. Truthfully, I think I've only ever turned it on like 5 times maybe. I'm thinking I kind of want to put art there instead. Also in that area, the plant in the corner. I would prefer something real. I think I'm selling it to one of my friends. My black bench, which is where my prints are on, I am fully okay with swapping. If I can't find something and it doesn't feel right, I will keep it or hold on to it for a while. My mirror, I'm thinking of painting it. If I ever want it gold again, I'll just paint it again. The shape I love. Also gonna get rid of my fake plant that's up by the mirror and trade it in for just something real. That macrame boho thing is not really my taste or style, and so I'm gonna get something that's a little bit sleeker. We'll probably end up getting rid of the bookshelves that some of my plants are currently on and trade it out for some type of like pedestal situation. I also want to replace my curtains here and get ones that are longer and maybe a color. Next, in this like bed area, I am planning on swapping out all the art that's here. The grapes print will probably end up going here where the girl is. My main thing in this part of my apartment is going to be, I guess, one of the biggest changes is that I'm planning on getting a headboard. Because of that, I will need a different bed frame, unfortunately, which I really like this one, but it doesn't have the capability to support a frame. This, I feel like, will surprise people. I'm thinking of getting rid of my bookshelf. I love the wallpaper and I love the idea of doing that to a bookshelf, but I think I just want a different look there, but we'll still need that storage space, so you'll see what I do with that. Both my rugs, my green one and also my cowhide rug, it's fake, might go. Also, my chairs, they currently kind of match, I guess, the couch, and I want a little bit of a different style. Other plans for the space. I am debating whether or not to change up what's currently in my gallery wall area, whether it's dismantling it or whether it is adding some shelves or doing something else. I'm debating on changing the kitchen slightly, and then I'm also planning on completely redoing the bathroom. Pretty much when I first did that, I planned the entire thing. I mean, I do and did love that monkey print a lot, but I definitely picked it knowing that I had like blue accents in the room already, and I've had that bathroom set before I moved to New York and then brought it here, and so I think I just wanted to like make use of it. But the plan is definitely to redo that area. Alright, so I really had like no specific plans for this video, and truthfully I don't really have a concrete process. I feel like I'm just kind of like a little bit flailing until it all comes together. I thought the easiest thing to do first though would be to take you through like my saves on Instagram. I don't use Pinterest really. I just don't like the interface. The thing that I can tell you most about how I decorated this place as it is now, how I'm approaching it for next time, and how I've started from helping other people is that I will usually like find one thing or a few things and then go from there rather than go for a certain aesthetic in particular, if that makes sense, which ends up making the space, I guess, like eclectic. I have things mostly in this folder. Some of these are older, but more recently, this is what I've kind of been liking, which is a little bit all over the place, but I feel like the one thing I can say right now is that I am and always have really gravitated towards, I mean, a color, but specifically I like a lot of color at once, and I really like rainbow things. If you can tell from this sweater, this company called Pieces by an Aesthetic Pursuit, their stuff is so beautiful. It's my dream to own something from them, but it's not cheap. I saw this photo and it kind of inspired the decor of my soon-to-be apartment. I really want something that plays off of a lot of colors but really is grounded in black and white, and that is already what I have here. So it's going to be a similar thing, but I feel like just a little bit more grown up, a little bit more elevated. Let's see, some other things that I've been liking. I mean, I really like poppy stuff like this, retro posters, just like really beautiful shapes, things like this in terms of color, but also shades of black. That is kind of what I'm going off of so far. Now that we have that, I am going to take you over to my table. We're gonna sit down. I will do a screen recording of my actual computer laptop screen, and I will start like mood boarding out the space with you guys. I have some other things picked out already too, and I'll just start putting those together and showing you what I am kind of thinking. All right, let's go over there. Welcome to my office space. I have my computer open and I got some snacks, some water. Like I mentioned, I do already have some other furniture picked out, and so now I will show you what that is too and how I would mood board out a space, and also start like a color palette. I'm gonna start out by going into my saved folder on Instagram on here instead to screenshot some of the photos and start mood boarding from there. I already have a blank Photoshop document open. You can also do this in Google Slides. That's how I've made similar things before, and it's a little bit easier and you don't have to have Photoshop. I feel like a lot of these things don't fully like go together necessarily, which is totally fine. But I just wanted to see the things that I was liking most all in one place. Honestly, this lamp I could probably get rid of. There's not really any sort of rhyme or reason to the way that I'm organizing these right now, but I'm trying to see what I think like works together, I guess, if that makes sense. Color-wise, at least. All right, these are the same space, these two, so I really could get rid of one, but all right, let me play around with this a bit and I'll check in with you guys. So I cleaned some of that up a bit. I ironed out some just spacing and things, and this is where we're at. It's interesting to look at this because when I think about what I think the space is gonna look like in my head and like what I'm actually going for, it really doesn't look like this at all. Anyways, as you can see, there are some funky colors, black accents. I am really into this idea of the shelves, but having it be pretty clean. Now that we have that, the next thing I'm gonna go in and do is make a little color palette. And then I'm just doing this with shades that I know that I really like and have really been liking. Obviously, I need to get the black and white in there. All right, so now you have that as well as a preliminary color palette. From here, I'm gonna open up a new document, a new blank one, and now I'm gonna bring in the things that I already have, B, know I want, and C, I'm kind of thinking about. This is the rug that I've been talking about, which is pretty much the thing that I'm most excited for, and this is also kind of basically where the color palette comes from. Let's get that into this doc. As you can see, that's where this green color kind of comes from and the inspiration for that. And then in terms of bedding, this is the bedding that I picked out that I really like. I just recently got a Buffy comforter. You can use it as is, and I have been, but just to keep it in as good of shape as possible, I do want to cover it up with something. And I've had plain white bedding for such a long time that I feel like it's time for something more fun. Okay, so do you see what I'm talking about? This is not the same, but I feel like it's a similar vibe. I don't know. These are some little vases that I got at Goodwill in Florida, which will be in an upcoming video. Next, I've been kind of debating on curtains. Like I said, I want some like floor to ceiling ones instead, and those are only like halfway. For my friend Tembi, I am doing her apartment for her, or with her. Very much collaboration, and we used these curtains from IKEA, which are only $30, and the quality is incredible and they are beautiful. I'll insert a photo of the light shining through them, and they look so expensive. That's probably my top choice right now, but I've also thought about maybe doing a color like this. I think that's a linen, or weirdly, which this is normally not my taste at all, doing a pink. I think it might look kind of cool with the green. So from IKEA, at least, they have these, which are a little more sheer, so you would see light through them, or they have the velvet ones. For now, I'll just sub in photos of both. I'm conflicted on this. I think for the vibe I'm going for, the pink is cool, but then this is just obviously more neutral. So you have that or that. I don't know, what do you guys think? Comment and let me know which one you like better, or if I should do a color but a different color. The next thing is that I want to paint my mirror. So I'm gonna include this guy in here. Quick little Photoshop alteration here. I want to make sure that I'm getting an accurate kind of view of what that's gonna look like. A little scrappy, but it works. I still like the gold, but I want to get away from it a little bit. I have a lot of gold in my apartment right now, and I just feel like I could use a little change. Sorry, I'm not fully explaining everything I'm doing. I do plan to do a thing, and this is something that I do like, something that I've done for other people, where I will Photoshop items into like a photo of the physical space so that you can see what things are gonna look like. Like I said, I do plan to do that eventually at a later stage, once I know kind of more concretely what furniture I'm gonna buy. I plan to do a video more dedicated to like furniture shopping and things like that. If you guys are interested, let me know. But for now, I just thought it would be nice to show you the general idea. So I'm gonna play around a little bit more, and then I'll show you what it's looking like, and then I'll probably go ahead and close out the video because I feel like this is already getting really long. Are you starting to get an idea of what I'm going for? There are definitely a lot of gaps I still need to fill in, a lot of things that I need to just like figure out, but I'm kind of liking how it's coming together. I think it'll be cute. So I'm gonna go make a few adjustments in this, and then I'll come back and close out the video. This is where I'm gonna stop it for now. I kind of rearranged it all to flow in the same way that pretty much my apartment does. So like living, mirror, bed, here. Let me know what you guys think. This is what we're working with so far. Things will most definitely change, and some things are difficult to visualize, but this is basically just what I'm working with so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you like this series. Let me know what else you want to see in this series. Thank you and hello again to all my new subscribers. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to let me know. That's it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video next week. Bye.